I hope you guys can see me here. Sorry about all that. My gosh, what a pain in the butt. I don't think it's the camera. I think Google Hangouts is having some kind of dealio here. But we're back, and I hope maybe you guys can jump on board here. I am so sorry about that. I have no idea what the heck's going on with that. Howard Prince, thanks for checking out. Guys, I'm so sorry about all this. Man, I did not expect having all those issues. David Ma, welcome. Hope everybody else jumps over too. We were talking about the Mavic 2 Enterprise and how I think it's going to be an attachment on the top. I don't think they're coming out with a completely separate drone. I don't see them doing that for a number of reasons, for a cost factor and the technology that they want to do. I mean, the technology that they'll be able to do should be able to be in a unit, and this would also prevent, first responder type organizations that already bought a Mavic 2 Enterprise from not having to buy it again. So I think it would save them money. That you would want, and like I said, you would want a unit that's going to be able to do both. So that's my thoughts on that. That's where that's going. And sorry to you guys that were on the chat before. I apologize about that. I have no idea what the heck was going on with that. I really don't. That's just that was just bizarre. So all right, well, that's coming up tomorrow, and we are having the we're in the middle of the 12 days of Christmas. Last night I gave away a hat and a coffee mug. Now the hat's an embroidered hat, and coffee mugs are great. And Valerie wants one too. Hey Ron, glad to see you show up over here. So yeah, the coffee mug's good. And Valerie wants one. She's begging me for one. So I told her I ordered her one. That's one of her Christmas gifts is a BillTheDroneReviewer coffee mug. So she's going to be getting that. Tonight we'll have a drawing at 7:30, and hopefully Google Hangouts has its act together and gets corrected there. I have no idea what's going on with that. That was just thanks, Mitch. Thanks for coming back. That was just crazy stuff. I have no idea. I'm going to be switching. I'm going to be at least doing OBS, something I can do if I can get that working, and at least by Tuesday night. Ian, thanks for coming back. Drone shots. I've got Val BillTheDroneReviewer coffee mug drone shots. So because I was told that was not an option. Okay, I didn't have an option. I had to get that for her. So otherwise, I don't want to think I'd face the consequences without her getting her a coffee mug. Oz by Drone, welcome. Thanks for joining. Had some technical issues, but we're back now finally. Yeah, it's been absolutely positively crazy. Interference from all the Christmas lights. You know what? Let's take Ron. That's a good idea. Let's get these off here. Maybe it's just some bad mojo. I don't know. So let's just get these taken care of here. All right, that's Christmas lights off. So we're dealing with it. We did the Mavic 2 Enterprise and talked about that. And it's going to be 9 a.m. tomorrow. And DJI will put out a release, and I'll get something out about that so you can keep you guys updated. Again, my thoughts on that it's going to be an attachment. I don't see it would cost DJI a whole lot of money, and it would be very expensive thanks for coming back, Rick. It would be I think it would be cost prohibitive for them to have just did a whole platform just for a FLIR camera. And like I said, if it's just a FLIR camera, it would be difficult to get an FPV view from that as well too, a good one, because that's just my thinking, and you're going to want, when you have something like a FLIR camera with thermal imaging, you're going to want to have both images. You want to have a good FPV view, and you're going to want to have the FLIR view, whatever your thermal imaging, whether it be a building or what. Brent, thanks for stopping by. So yeah, that's where we're at with that, and I'll give you guys, trust me, we'll be on here for a little bit. So yeah, I think it's morning for him, Rick. I think it's for Greg. And like I said, oh, I'm going to give you guys a construction update. My room, I'm about a quarter of the way done with my room. Mappers 2, welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm about a quarter of the way done with my room. I got the new table in there. I did get my new laptop. I haven't set that up yet. It's like the Saturday and Sunday go faster than any other day in the week. I mean, it's just like boom, and they're gone. Okay. So, and when I'm done here this afternoon, I got a couple of videos to shoot this afternoon. Hopefully, maybe tonight I can get working on setting that up. I also got a Samsung 43-inch I'm going to use for my monitor in there. I got a new chair in there. Got it on sale at Office Depot. It was a $160 chair. Got it for $80, 50% off. Got a good deal on that. Got a good deal on the TV too. Very impressed with that. It has Chroma 444, so I'm going to be able to use it, you know, for like Word docs and Excel and all that kind of good stuff. James, yeah, so yeah, this is where I went. I had to come over here because it just Google Hangouts wasn't cooperating. So this was the way to go tonight. I didn't have a choice, unfortunately. So yeah, I've got that. I'm anticipating. I have some more furniture that's going to be on order. Lighting. I got some new lights for my camera, and I'm real excited about that because I do need some light in that room. It's not as bright as it is in here, and I want to try to recreate some natural light in there. So I think I have all that squared away. I'm going to be ordering that this week. So stay tuned. I anticipate probably by New Year's, I should probably be in the room. We should probably be broadcasting. I also got to get a nice floor ventilation system in there because there's only one register, and it does get kind of warm in there. Mr. Georgia Boy, thanks for showing up this afternoon. Guys, I can't tell you how much fun we're having with these 12 days of Christmas, these giveaways. Absolutely, totally having a blast. I've got the Vizio GPS drone coming up. Got the DJI swag bag that everybody's been talking about, and also got the Mavic 2 battery coming up. That Mavic 2 battery is coming this week, so it'll be here in time for me to give it away. It's brand new OEM, straight from DJI. So Bill, will DJI be releasing the larger controller with a display screen? Great question, Mick. Yes, they will, and you're going to see that at CES 2019. That should be, that's kind of another DJI. I call it DJI soft release, where there's no real, formal event, live stream kind of a thing. DJI will just get it out on the website and put it out there. That's a good point, Mick. That was one of the other things I wanted to talk about this afternoon. Yes, that all-in-one controller is coming. It will be for the Mavic 2 Pro and Zoom, and it's going to have Crystal Sky built into it. It will be fantastic. However, hold on to your wallets, okay? You've heard it here first, all right? I had told everybody that if you guys had saw, I had done a video on CES probably about at least 6 weeks ago. And I had talked about that, and I know Drone DJ had just put out another video about that. So, yeah, and I'm expecting, realistically, guys, I'm expecting that's going to run at least $650, if not more. It's going to be pricey. My wife is on her way. Valerie's on her way back from her high tea, so she'll be hoity-toity when she gets here. So, but no, expect that to be real pricey. I'm expecting $650, maybe even approaching $700. And Bill Thomas, my good friend from Coast to Coast Drones, he's raised the point with DJI, and it's real interesting their response of being able to trade in your old Mavic 2 controller if you want to get the Mavic 2 all-in-one with the controller with the screen. And it kind of sounds like maybe you might be able to do that. If there's any updates on that, I'm definitely going to let you guys know. I'm real interested to find out if DJI is going to let you do that. And if they do, I mean, that would be a real boom, because I'll tell you what, you could have the Mavic 2 controller as a backup, to keep it as a backup, but otherwise it's a brick. I mean, it's going to sit there and do nothing for you. So, but I'm always the kind of guy, if something fails, I want to have a fail-safe plan, a backup, that kind of thing. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, expect that to be pricey, and that's gonna be DJI. I think DJI's big announcement, CES 2019. Now we're also talking about, and I was on with my good friends on drone therapy, Bill Thomas and Ron Brown, and we were talking about a Spark 2, guys. And you know, because there's a lot of challengers. There's a big challenger that's come out to the Spark, and that's the Hubsan Zeno. And Ron Brown is putting it through its paces. And when you get your Osmo Pocket, can you give advice on the following? Tilt, lock, and FPV. I'm slightly confused how you should use. Ian, I sure will. Yeah, I should be getting mine. Like I said, probably it's supposed to be here tomorrow, but I probably won't actually get it till Wednesday. So yeah, the Zeno. Yeah, that's Ron Brown is putting it through its paces right now, and it's having some. He was having some issues with the soft focus. He said like everything in the background was out of focus, but up front it was crystal clear and absolutely perfect. But then you take it up and you notice the soft focus. I mean, it's just whatever is in infinity is not focused, but what's up front is focused right with that. So they are having some kind of problems with that. But the thought is, and Bill Thomas has brought up a good point, that I think there's another one. I don't know if it's Xiaomi. They're coming out with one that's actually going to challenge the Spark as well, and they're going to have 4K. So there's some challengers coming up to the Spark. Oh, long gone drones. No, you're not late. You're here. We're got plenty of time to talk here. No, what I'm thinking is that you'll see a Spark 2 will probably be the first release for DJI for 2019. And you're going to see that early first quarter. Now, I would predict with something like that, Spark 2 with a 3-axis gimbal and OcuSync. Mr. Georgia Boy, I'm hopeful of the OcuSync, but Bill Thomas and Ron Brown and I were talking about that. And what we're thinking is that they'll still do Wi-Fi just to keep the cost down. That would be the only reason, because that price point that it's at right now, that's a great price point. I mean, especially on sale right now, $399 for a DJI drone, that's a great price, brand new. That's fantastic. And that would be the only reason I would think that they would not do OcuSync. I think otherwise they would. Maybe they might make one Wi-Fi and one with OcuSync. I don't think they do that, but you know, there's always that possibility would occur, because OcuSync's proven to be incredible. And I'll tell you what, with the Mavic 2 Pro, I have just been impressed with daylights, not only the range, the quality of the view. I've done a couple of live streams from the Mavic 2 Pro, and it's just been, Ron Dennard, welcome. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, my friend. Hope you're doing well. The quality of that view, it was incredible from the live stream. I had several guys comment on that and saying like, wow, it's just amazing, because when I would do live streams from the Mavic Pro, they were good, but it was kind of like it could have a tendency to be a little choppy depending upon how far I was at. Everybody says it was a solid view back and forth. Yeah. Spark 2 matched the Zoom Pro 2 capabilities. Mick, I don't think they're going to make it to try to do that. I think what the goal here is to get a 4K camera in that platform. And when they get a 4K camera in that platform, and again, you would have to have 3-axis gimbal, of course, to do that. You know, and people would say, well, why don't they just sell a watered down Mavic Air to kind of do that? But I think the Mavic Air is a whole separate kind of realm. And the Mavic Air, by the way, is selling very well. I mean, they can't keep enough of those in stock. And same with the Spark. You know, I have a Spark group right now, just surpassed 2,000 members. I also have a Mavic Air group that is just approaching 1,000 members right now. And it's selling well. I mean, well, I don't know what the numbers are, but I'll tell you what, I'm getting more and more people joining both the Mavic Air group and the Spark group every day, because you know it's at a lower price point and people are able to afford those. Yeah. Rick, plug your phone in. Phone follow on screen work first time. That's good. That's good to know, Ian. Thank you for posting that. When do I think, Robert? I'm thinking that would probably be in February. I think in January. What I think DJI wants to do is when they're going to release the all-in-one remote, they're going to need time to promote that. They will need, you know, they want to get that out there. They want to get some sales generated. They want to get interest generated. So that's all you're going to be seeing in the month of January is going to be the all-in-one remote. They're going to be talking about that. Now, after the Spark, I think the Spark 2 is going to, I think you're going to see that in February. I think that's going to be a February release. Although DJI surprised us last year, nobody was thinking they were going to do anything after CES last year, and then boom, we get the Mavic Air. So, but my thinking is it would be very late January or February before we would see a Spark 2. But I have a very strong feeling, and I think it's going to be at a good price point. I think the base model without you know, like a Flymore combo is probably going to be about $499, and I think that's going to really just grab people's attention to do that. It's not going to be foldable. It's still going to be the same kind of design. I don't see any changes there, except up front, it's going to have that 3-axis gimbal. You know, I still think, and I have a tendency to agree with Bill Thomas, that it's not going to have it's going to have Wi-Fi just to keep the cost down, because OcuSync, you know, that would raise the cost. I think you'd pay another $100 for getting OcuSync with that. So, so yeah, I think that's where we're going. That's where we're going there. $100, no, $100, no Spark. Okay, Ron. I don't have that kind of money to throw around, but if I did, I probably would take you up on it. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. 2019. I think what you're going to see is, and I think March is going to be the big month for DJI. I think that's when you're going to see the Phantom 5. You're going to see a dual release. You're going to see a Phantom 5 Pro, Phantom 5 Advanced, and a Phantom 5 Pro together announced at the same time, along with an Inspire 3. And that's going to be held out in Los Angeles like they did last time. You know, when they were out, they had, I mean, Inspire 2 was released with the Phantom 4 Pro, and it was done in Los Angeles because, remember, these are considered more professional type drones, especially the Inspire, but for filmmakers and cinematographers. And where else better to do this in the United States than in Hollywood, in Los Angeles? So that's where that's going to happen. And I think that's going to happen in March, because, you know, it's gearing also, you know, thinking about the time of the year, especially, you know, I know I'm talking for us here in the States, but in March, the weather tends to start getting nicer. Spring, you know, spring is around the corner. I know for you guys in the UK too, it's probably the same thing. So, okay, Cole, do you have any details of what it's going to be like feature-wise? Will it be waterproof? What are you talking about, Cole? Wonder how long till Osmo Pocket accessories. I think we're going to see Osmo Pocket accessories very shortly, Ian. Oh, the P5, yeah. I think it's going to be like, it's not going to be dunk in the water kind of waterproof, but I think it's going to be rain and water. I think it's going to be water resistant. So yeah, you could fly it in the rain. It's just, you know, your FPV view is going to be screwed up unless there's some kind of a cover of the lens, but you're going to have a fisheye and you're not going to have a great field of view. But yeah, I think we're going to see some type of waterproofing with the Phantom 5. Whether it retains the same shape or not, there's been nothing on that. I mean, absolute original Dobo's in the house. All right, thank you for showing up, Ken. So, you know, as far as that's concerned, I think they are going to have some waterproofing to it. But you know, again, and I've talked this over with several people. Okay. You know, it would be great to fly. I mean, and I think the waterproofing is better, and it's best demonstrated. And I know Billy Kyle did some videos with the Mavic Air out in the snow and stuff. And those were great videos, by the way, from Billy. I don't know if Billy's watching, but they were great videos. That is, I think, the better part of the waterproofing than it raining, because I love being able to see a drone up there when it's snowing and you can watch the snow and realize, you know, it's still water, but it's not, you know, it's not like it's coming and it's going to cause a lot of problems for vision as far as the vision, you know, an FPV type of view is concerned, and being able to shoot some video. So I think it's more geared toward, especially for like snow and precipitation along those lines than actual rain. Although it will be waterproof. Okay, you know, you will be able to take it up, which currently right now you really can't do that unless you unless you jump up to a Matrice or maybe even an Inspire. Well, I don't think the Inspires are, but I do know the Inspires can have some heating elements in them and can keep things warm there. So as far as that's concerned, I'm so glad you guys stuck with me today. I am so sorry about. I am going to work on getting OBS up and running ASAP. I don't know by Tuesday, but Mick, light drizzle, imagine not a downpour. Yeah, you're right, Mick. That would be something the P5 would be able to handle. Now, again, that's going to be, from what I'm hearing, that's going to be one, hold on to your wallet, okay? Because if it's going to have that detachable lens system. The Advanced is not going to have that detachable lens system, but from what I'm hearing, the Pro is going to have that like the pictures that we've seen from our buddy OV over there, it's going to have that detachable lens system. I'm saying, it's going to be approaching. I think the base model, the Advanced model, will approach probably being about in the $1,800 range, and I'm thinking that the Advanced model with a detachable lens system is gonna set you back about $2,400 from what I'm hearing. Again, these are just some things that I've heard from some other people. That's going to be, and again, realize what this is for. Realize it's more geared towards professionals, and it's going to give you the opportunity in a smaller platform to be able to do almost Inspire-like type videos, which is tremendous. I mean, think about it. By the time you price out an Inspire, and I'm sure people like Billy Kai will tell you, and Mel will tell you, you're looking at setting. You might have to get a mortgage to afford it. I mean, they're not cheap. So being able to get that in a package for $2,400, I don't know if that includes the lenses or not, and a Phantom 5, that's going to be tremendous. And I'm waiting to see on design. I think that's one of the things that really has not a lot has come out about what the design, what it's going to look like as far as that's concerned. So if it happens, Bill, not one show going to go right from what I've seen. Okay. Oh, detachable or not, Ian? I would probably go with a non-detachable one just for me, because I think the big jump right there is that you're going to get the different lens options. But I don't think intrinsically, I don't think that drone, the difference in price is going to be just for that lens system, I believe, and it's not going to be. I think you're going to have as far as your obstacle avoidance, collision avoidance software, OcuSync 2.0, the transmission system, everything. I think as far as the internals and, I think it's going to have what I think you're going to see I think you're going to see onboard storage to rival what they have on the Mavic 2 Enterprise, because, what you see on the Mavic 2 Enterprise right now, I mean, that's some healthy onboard storage. So I think DJI is going to take a quantum leap with that, which is going to be great, because how many times have you gone out to go shoot something and it's like you left your SD card at home? Okay, so you won't have to worry about that. So your lens change and water resistant. Yeah, I mean that's where it's going. Plus, I think we're going to see some of that onboard storage. It's going to have 360 optical avoidance. I think it's going to have a true optical avoidance. It's the Mavic 2 Pro and Zoom sort of have that. It's depending upon what some modes. I think it should be. You should have the option of being able either to shut it off, turn it on, turn it off, or selectively. If you just want front, if you want 180, if you want 360, to be able to do that. And I'm hoping DJI will do some kind of an update with that as far as the Mavic 2 is concerned, and being able to choose these obstacle avoidance type of things. I really believe that. So, so that's where we're at with the P5. Now, the big thing that I know about the Inspire 3 is that it's going to be smaller than the Inspire 2 physically. What about full-size UHS SD cards? It will allow the footage to import on your computer at about 3-5 times the speed. Eli, that's a great point. There's been some talk about DJI doing that, but space is always at a premium for them. They want something that's going to be compact, and they don't necessarily look at your transfer rate, being able to get it off the drone, onto your PC. But that is, you do raise a good point, and I think you may see on something like that, like on a larger type drone. Maybe they might have that on the Phantom 5. I don't know. Yeah, running a helicopter for that lawn. You're right. It will be. Just absolutely incredible. And guys, one of the things I'm gonna brag about Mitch here, old guy in a drone. I don't know if you're still on or not, Mitch, but he put out a video back in the day. He had a radio controlled helicopter and got a camera rig mounted underneath him. This is before our wonderful hobby came to fruition, and he really showed everybody how. I mean, it was number one, it was difficult to fly. Number two, it shot good video, but it was a very expensive rig. And go on to Mitch's channel, by the way, and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's Old Man in a Drone. You'll be able to see that, and it's incredible. And it's what he had to do to fly that. Yeah, Old Guy in a Drone. Thank you for still sticking around, Mitch. Yeah, I'm trying to give people a heads up and tell them about your channel, because I think you need to see that. I think that's a good history lesson for all of us, is to watch that. Back in the day, what it was like to even try to be able to do something like that was insane. And I gotta say this, Mitch has some mad pilot skills to fly that. God, gosh, I'm watching that video, I'm like, holy crap. And there's no stabilization, there's no GPS. I mean, you are constantly moving those sticks, guys, on something like that. That's for sure. Yeah. As far as that's concerned. So tonight, got the drawing at 7:30, and I'm going to go with this kind of stream. I have to. I don't have any time to mess around with OBS as far as that's concerned. So I'm going to try by Tuesday to get that done. I don't know if I can or not, but Tuesday night I'm going to have Art on, guys, and you guys will want to listen to him. Art's a great guy. He loves to fly drones. Okay, he has a Phantom 3 standard, and we've raised right now, as of when I started the broadcast, $800 for him. I have a $900 goal, and I'm going to order that case when we're done here for him and have it shipped to him. And I'm also going to order him some Phantom 3 batteries as well. And what I'm probably going to do with the rest of the money is try to save some of it up. And the goal has been exceeded twice. And I'm probably going to, I hope to be able to raise the goal after the broadcast this afternoon. I don't know. Ted Chen, welcome. Thanks for showing up. And what I want to do, and what I'm considering doing, and I'm talking it over with the boss, is looking to probably get a Mavic Air for Art. Go out to his channel. It's ArtCo Drone Solutions. I'll drop a link in the description after the broadcast for you to check it out. He was at 162 subscribers. He's now over 200. So thank you guys for subscribing. And for those of you that have contributed to it, seriously, you guys are hitting me right here with this. And this is where it's at. And watch Art's video, okay? I know it may be tough for you. And I'm repeating some of the things that we talked about earlier, but some of you may not have been on. But one of the things I think for me is, at this time of year, if you can't, and I know not everybody's able to give, and I understand that, but if you can, even $5, okay? If you can do something, if you can, forego a Starbucks for, an afternoon or a morning or whatever, to give to that would be great. If not, definitely subscribe to his channel. Art has a live show. He's on Saturday nights. It's 5 o'clock our time. It's 7 o'clock his time. Wait a second. Okay. It's 7 o'clock our time, 5 o'clock his time. So on Saturday night, look for him. ArtCo Droning Solutions. He has a good show. He talks to, and I'm looking forward. I'm having him on. He will be on. I'm going to have him on Tuesday night, and he's also going to be on Ken Heron's show on Thursday night. So, be on the lookout for that. Ken's already told me he's going to send him some Phantom. He's got a boatload of Phantom 3 props he's going to send him. So I'm not even going to have to buy him props, which is great. But definitely, if you guys get a chance, watch that. He really does, Mike. he really pulls at my heartstrings. And Valerie too. Like when I showed Valerie the video, she started crying. You know, God bless you, Art. If you're watching this afternoon, Art, you're one of my heroes. You know, you teach us all a lesson. You know, things that we take for granted, being able to go out and fly our drones, and you know, take our tripods out and get them set up, be able to record stuff, and you know, get our batteries in, get charged up, get a landing pad done. You know, what Art has to do that is tremendous. And you know, my hat's off to you, Art. And I'm looking forward to having you on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's going to be great, guys. You want to tune in? We're going to do nothing but talk to Art that night. And he's a great guy. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's knowledgeable about drones. And I'm thrilled to be able. And I got to thank each and every one of you for supporting this, and for supporting him. And I'm sorry to be on my soapbox about this, but you know, it's really kind of a pay it forward. I know a lot of people have paid it forward with me, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm trying to do the same here with this. And I spent pretty much my whole day yesterday wrapped up to get the GoFundMe going, to get a video film. And Valerie was in the video yesterday, okay? I can get her on the live shows easy, but getting her on a video, I got to really pull at her to do that kind of stuff. Spend the money on the newest and updated drone accessories. Howard, that's a good point. I do know that Art has lost some drones. So I think right now we're going to look at it just, you know, doing the Phantom 3 kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna take a step back, and see where things are and see how things are going for him. You know, most of the time he flies by himself, and I was hopeful he could get a spotter to go with him, or have a friend to go with him. So so that's what I'm hopeful for that, and I'm going to talk to him about that, and hopefully maybe he can get hooked up with somebody in the area. He is in the Denver, Colorado area, and you know, I do know, and I've also want to let you guys know I've reached out to DJI to see if maybe they can help us out with something like this. I would think that they would want to jump in and be able to help somebody out like Art. So I haven't heard back from them yet. I sent them some direct messages, so I'm hopeful of hearing something from them. So that's where we're at by that. Just going to go through the chat here right now. When does the GoFundMe thing end? I'm keeping that open for a while, Cole, and that's another good point. Art has actually talked about wanting to go to Spin Up 2019. Art's on a limited income, and for him to be able to do things is very difficult. And he actually had a GoFundMe set up on his own page. Howard Prince, you're in the Denver area and in law enforcement. Get with me. Yes, Howard, email me at BillTheDroneReviewer@gmail.com. He's in Westminster, if you know where that's at in Denver. I don't know the Denver metro area very well. I've only been there a couple of times, but yeah, email me at BillTheDroneReviewer@gmail.com, and that would be great if you could get hooked up with him, like on weekends or whenever you have some free time. I think that would be awesome. Thank you so much for that. That's Howard, you made my day hearing that. That would be absolutely awesome. Definitely, you want to tune in on Tuesday night. So definitely email me here. Question for you: if DJI finally announces the P5, will you keep your Mavic 2 Pro? Robert, that's a great question. You know, I would say for the moment, yes. There's just something about the Mavic 2 Pro that just I'm just mesmerized with. It's just been so far out of all the drones that I've owned, it's definitely my favorite. And you know, from every kind of standpoint you looked at it, portability, and see, that's the thing. Lon hit the nail on the head with that. You know, the Mavic 2 Pro has the portability, and Zoom have the portability factor with it that the P5 don't. You know, I'm definitely going to get a P5, and I'll probably get the Advanced and not the Pro, because I don't want to break the bank. And I want to thank you guys again. You know, I'm sorry to be stepping on this soapbox about art, but it's just need to get him a track mower or tile tracker. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the portability on it is fantastic with the Mavic 2 Pro. You know, if when I go up north to see grandchild number one, yeah, it's yeah. My Mavic Pro cost me $4, but you know what? It's worth. I think it's worth every penny. The videos that I'm getting from it have just been stellar. So we're going to kind of wrap things up here, guys. Changeable lenses sound great. Getting all the lenses will cost money. You're right. Mavic 2 Pro is my favorite so far. Went upgrade for a couple of years. You know, yeah, I've really wanted to get one. I had on my wish list Phantom 4 Pro V2.0. So I don't know if I'll just be getting an empty box under the tree or not, as far as that's concerned. So that's gonna be funny. So this is gonna be the last Sunday afternoon Rotor Talk Live for the year. Just want to let you guys know that. Did you ever come to the UK, Bill, to fly and promote DJI products? Mick, I would love to come over there because Ian Jones, who's on the chat, is in the UK. Rodney, he's in Northern Ireland in the UK. You know, I would love to do a tour of the UK. That may be a 2020 kind of thing because 2019, my extra funds are set to go up to Ohio to visit my grandchild. So maybe in 2020, that sounds like a plan. I've always wanted to get up there and, you know, go from Northern Ireland. You know I have some people in Scotland. I know Ian's in Southeast England. Guys, I would eat that up. I would absolutely love that. You're in London, William. You're in London. See, I would eat that up, and I'm sure Valerie would too. That would just be a total blast. You know, bring our Mavic 2 Pro and see the sights. Because when I see some of your sites, guys, that you show from the UK, I know Rodney up in Northern Ireland, William, you know, Ian's put out some stuff a little bit. You know, my jaw drops when I see that stuff. I mean, it's spectacular, the footage, and the history and everything. I just eat that up. So definitely, Mick, yeah, you know, probably not 2019, but probably 2020. Yes, 2020. Yes, and Ian's going to be here in 2019, so I'm looking forward to that. Ian Jones comes over to Florida, and he's going to be over in the Clearwater area, which is probably about a half hour, 45 minutes from me. And we got together when he was here earlier this year. We had a blast being able to meet him, his lovely wife, his daughter, and we're going to be able to get together with he and his wife when they come over to Clearwater this year, and definitely do some flying and just chilling out and having a good time and talking drones and just having some fun. It was just a blast to meet you, Ian, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you again, my friend. That's going to be fun. And Howard Prince, definitely don't forget to email me at BillTheDroneReviewer@gmail.com, and we'll definitely work on getting you in touch with Art. I have his address. So we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for bearing with me for these Be Good in 2020. Absolutely, Mick. You guys can count on that. You know, I want to plan a trip, and I would absolutely love, like I said, you know, start up in Northern Ireland and work my way down. Because, like I said, Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, I've got a bunch of people who are subscribers, and I would love to visit a lot of you guys. That would just be a total blast. So, thank you so much. We are going to continue Sunday afternoon Rotor Talk Live in 2020. This is not going anywhere. It will be, like I said, for what I have for right now, it will be one Sunday a month instead of two. Like I said, Sunday's my day. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. Mike Roach, thank you. Sunday's my day to shoot some videos. In fact, when I'm done and button this up, I'm heading out to shoot a video. So, or 2 videos this afternoon. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. And also, even more important than that, don't forget, if you can, to contribute to that GoFundMe page that I have. There's a link in the previous 2 videos that I have, and I'll get one up here as soon as I can. Thank you guys so much. And remember, it's a great day to fly, it's also a great day to pay it forward. Thanks so much, guys, and thanks for bearing with me. Take care.